Jump into this in just a moment. Oh, it's Metropolis, so I am going to be swapping my settings down to low. Again, this is just out of respect to the players, so my apologies, guys. Oops, just do graphics on low here. But, yeah, this is just to make sure no lag happens. I'll explain in a moment. We talked about this a little earlier in the cast, but getting into this, guys, spawning here, it's the ace match, game 5 in this best of 5 finals. It's going to be Hyun versus SCAstrea, but spawning here in the top corner, the topmost part of Metropolis, guys, it's the Red Zerg playing for Quantic Reborn. It is Hyun.
And
Going
in
for
the
it.
9 o'clock position from the team StarCraft Ascension, he has made his way through the open stages into the grid, battling against the best the world can throw at him. He's now in the finals of the Zotac NA Cup from North America, California coast. It is SCAstrea from Team SCA.
And Hyun going for a 10 pool.
Ooh.
Now, here's the cool thing about a 10 pool, guys. This is not any sort of dedicated all-in. You can do 6 Zerglings and hatchery behind it if you want to. It's not the most economic opening, but this can also let you get in well before your opponent has anything up. And if SCAstrea gets wind of this, he'll have to do another awkward gate wall. And I gotta say, that really, I feel that really threw him off his game and really disrupted what was going on. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
yeah, there is
think
hatchery behind that.
I don't think that this is SCAstrea's preferred build to go for the Nexus earlier, but I could be wrong. He did open up with a little bit of funkier builds in the first couple games, which I think did play to his
Yeah,
advantage, but okay, yep, he
canceling.
sees it again, and we're going to see the wall. Once again, Rifkin, same opener to last time.
Yeah, it's what he has to do, but he's not even dedicating it to this. Like, this is about as standard gets when it comes to a 10 pool. And to explain a little bit, guys, my sincerest apologies for turning this on low settings. Metropolis, anyone who casts game live will tell you this is what the laggiest darn map in existence. We don't want the players to start getting lagged out and be forced to leave or anything like that. So that's why I have turned the graphics down to low. My sincerest apologies. But it's still StarCraft, you're still getting the same action. And wow, this gateway might actually get taken down, forcing to cancel. The cannon might get up, but yeah, SCAstrea, knowing that this one cannon might not survive, is already putting down a second one to him. Look at the mineral investment, and there's still no Nexus coming up. This is not looking good for SCAstrea. He's getting, like, last game, like, okay, it threw him off his game a little bit, but also a large part of that was just the way the map was designed. Now, Hyun is going 3 bases off of 10 pool. This is
Yeah.
Hyun, only Hyun, man.
I mean, how does he counter this otherwise, is my question. Like, what can SCAstrea actually open with
Well, it disrupts.
to deflect the 10 pool?
He's got, I don't know. Gateway
Like,
first,
would
I guess.
the gateway first
Yeah, 'cause you'd
opener
have
deflect that?
a Zealot and
Only
a
if
couple.
he builds it at the ramp and has a Zealot to wall off there. That's
Yeah,
what I
if you
feel
get
like.
some positioning and a couple probes to help, there's no way that the Zerg will bust through that. But, I mean, the thing is, last game, I feel that SCAstrea, he invested so many minerals in like those Zealots early on, they didn't get as much damage done as he needed them to.
Mm.
This game, though, he hasn't done that. We don't see 3 Zealots coming out, we don't see 6 Zealots coming out, instead we just have the Warp Tech continuing as normal. This is just part of the course.
Yeah, we do see him being very aggressive with that probe scout and seeing that 3 bases have been taken for Hyun. He is in the know in that regard, and now it's just up to him
I
to
think a
make the
really good
choice here,
follow-up.
Rifkin.
I think a really good follow-up to this would actually be going with Void Rays. Or setting up the doing it again. Phoenixes. Why can't I get Protoss air down pat?
I don't know, it's weird, dude.
But no, I think Phoenixes would be a great choice as a response to this. But I mean, really, it's going to be up to SCAstrea to see what he's comfortable with and how he can handle things. He has had some amazing games today, and quite frankly, I will not doubt his judgment on what it is he chooses to do. I fear that last game, like, what happened, it really felt like it shook him so badly off of what he was planning to do.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. I don't know. I don't know if you can do the gateway first opener against what happened here, but okay. Let's see what's going on now. +1 is on the way. He's got his gateways or warp gate research about to finish up here. Is it going to be one of these Twilight Council things that he favors? He did go for that very early blink that didn't turn out to help him out there. If he goes for something like Immortals or Colossus even, I think, that could benefit him. But okay, it is going to be Twilight Councils once again. And a lair for Hyun is morphed on the way. His favorite thing in the world.
Yeah, Hyun, layer tech, and 3 base. I think like those are the 3 phrases you would use to describe this player. But there's the Twilight Council.
Lair drops Baneling.
Yeah, Banelings. Hyun's one of those players that gets like a planet cracker amount of Banelings. Like he's not going to do damage to the buildings, he's going to do damage to the map.
I love it. I remember the first time I ever saw him play, it was like against the Terran player, and he was just going mass Ling Bane Muta all across the map, like watching Brood War or something. It was so crazy.
Well,
so cool.
Blink is going to be the weapon of choice, and again, this is a map that's not too bad, because look how big, like, you lose this whole surface area here, which is a little unfortunate, but everything here on this map is big, it's open, and there's a lot of ways you can abuse Blink. Yeah,
The
wow.
choice is Spire from Hyun. So Blink's going to play in SCAstrea's favor, and we haven't seen any Muta play from him all day today. This is the first time he's done it. It's going to be in the 5th game in the deciding set. This is either going to be really risky for him, or it's going to be really effective.
Well, the thing is, Mutalisk kind of ravage Stalkers. Mutalisk ravage a lot of what Protoss has kind of in general. A large Death Ball Mutalisk can just... I've seen them do dirty things, Doom.
Yes, tell me more.
Well, the Glaive Worm, you see, it hits not just one
Don't tell me
target.
more. Okay, go.
And, okay, looks like Namina with some good information. Thank you very much. We'll look into that afterwards.
Alright.
Just trying to look around. I mean, like, SCAstrea's playing not badly by any means, but he's behind from where I think he would like to be. By maybe, I'd say a good 15-20 seconds just because of the delay he had from earlier. But Hyun with 4 bases, unchecked, is going to be so difficult to deal with no matter how good you're playing.
The nice thing about SCAstrea's playstyle is that there's no wasted movement here. He's always doing something either with his units or with the decisions that he's making with his tech. He didn't get that Twilight Council up just enough in time, so he's actually gone for the ground armor rather than for +2 here. But that's going to benefit him regardless, because with the +1/+1...
Oh, Doom, I don't think Hyun knows that SCAstrea's army's out.
He's going to know now, because he sees it at the watchtower. And the response here is about to go for it at the 3rd base.
Yeah, some Stalkers picking off Zerglings, shooting fish in a barrel at the bottom of these rocks, but they will eventually get the rocks down. And 2 Stalkers is not enough to hold this. Meanwhile, we do have tons of Mutalisks flooding over to the main. Oh, Doom.
Hyun's pulling the drones from the 3rd. He realizes this could turn to a base trade scenario very quickly.
Yeah, he could sacrifice this base, I feel, and the Mutalisks would just pick off too much important tech. The pylons, the gateways would be depowered.
Ooh, 4th is definitely going to drop you over here for Hyun. Will SCAstrea make the decision to move into the natural in the main? That's going to be the linchpin.
Oh,
Don't go for the 3rd,
SCAstrea.
There's nothing down there. Ah, he's going to go anyway. And there's going to be so many laser mutas flooding into his natural.
Yeah, and he's also supply blocked from losing a lot of this stuff. 15 Mutalisks, 38 Zerglings, only 3 Stalkers.
How fitting. We have started the Zotac ending with a PVZ. We ended with a PVZ, and in our final moments here, it does look like it's going to be an all-out base trade. Nothing at home here to defend for SCAstrea against these Mutalisks. His Stalkers
Base
are
trade,
going to
base trade, base trade.
With the Sentries and Stalker compositions moving to the natural, I don't know if he's going to be able to do it.
He can't break the Spine Cores. He just cannot break the Spine Cores. That's what it comes down to. He has sent the Stalkers back home, but I think the Mutalisk damage has been, well, they've done their damage. 36 workers have been picked off, very few left remaining.
Engagement to blink in is very aggressive.
SCAstrea has 8 probes, Doom. This is pretty much it. 8 probes, 7 probes, 6 probes.
And the Mutas are going to continuously run away. 1 Nexus in the main is going to fall. The Stalkers can blink their heart out, but they'll never be able to catch up. And the Nexus falls in the main.
So yeah, you remember when I told you Mutalisks have done some dirty things to Protoss? Well, SCAstrea, he's got a large army. He's also made Hyun stuck up. It is 1 base versus 1 base, but the difference is we have 56 drones on 1 base, or 53 drones on 1 base, versus 4 probes on 1 base.
Yeah, kind of brutal. But.
No, there's not a lot of bots here. Mad respect for SCAstrea. He had some of the best games I've ever seen someone play against Hyun today, but nice blink. But it's on cooldown now. There's a lot of bots here.
Sentries coming in. They're gonna get force fields down.
Guardian Shield gonna help.
Able to get on top of the Stalkers.
Yeah, Guardian Shield gonna help a lot, but there's just so many Mutalisks here, Doom. I don't know.
No force fields left, so the Lings are able to get on top of here. And this is the final moments of our game. But the Mutas are continuing to fall.
Astrea's actually picking up almost all of the Mutalisks. But dude,
Sure, he's got 53 drones, but look how many minerals are left in the main. Not a lot.
yeah, but he's rebuilding the hatchery. This is like, it's an economy wars. It's economy wars. It's like a really slow tug of war. And SCAstrea, no amount of Chrono Boost is going to help him here. He needs, if he had a second Nexus, if his second Nexus was alive, SCAstrea would totally be in this game. He'd be in this game to win it. Oh, Doom, what? We got a pylon block, or not a pylon block, but a probe block.
Probe block third. He's going to see that the fourth is being taken as well with that other probe or other pylon as well. I mean, he can't move in if the spine crawler's there, but he can go around that. Nothing stopping him from going around that.
Yeah,
if Hyun decides to go to SCAstrea's base, he can just kill it, which is the problem, I think.
Well, the other problem too is SCAstrea doesn't have an army that can break even the spine crawler. Like, just the spine crawlers alone is enough to take on this army. Add in the Mutalisks, add in the Zerglings. This is just kind of SCAstrea. He's dead. He doesn't know it yet. I feel so like I want to just. I wish there's like some sort of like hand of God intervention thing you could do right now. Just throw Hyun out of his chair or something. I don't know, anything, because this is about the only way SCAstrea is going to get back into this.
It does feel like it's just going to be a matter of time, and time is on Hyun's side. But you know, Hyun can't engage SCAstrea at all on his side, so he's going to keep making probes, which is all he can really do. But Hyun's bank's going to continue to grow as these third and fourth bases pop up, Rifkin.
Yeah,
you know, your prophecy may come true.
It's like it just said in chat there. Third and fourth games were the most epic games of the series. It's sad to see it come to an end like this, but a 10 pool, man, that seems to be
epic too.
That seems to be SCAstrea's weakness. A 10 pool.
Yeah, it was a smart adjustment made by Hyun. If he had kept playing the way he was playing, SCAstrea would have taken full advantage of it, because he was starting to shift more into those Nexus first builds. And Hyun, sensing that, okay, there's the potential here for SCAstrea to, you know, shift up his play style. Let me make sure that I'm the one who's going to be taking full advantage of this.
5 bases, 62 workers to 16.
Yep. It was well played by Hyun. He understood that it was a base trade scenario, and all he needed to do was make spine crawlers instead.
That's the hardest decision to make in StarCraft 2. There's so many pro players. Like, you will see the top level players sit there and stutter step in the middle of the map because they don't know whether it's worth it to go for that full-on base trade or whether they should go home and try and defend. SCAstrea, though, well, that's the thing. SCAstrea was confident. He just went for it. He did not stutter. He split off his forces once he realized there was like 14 spine crawlers up here, but not a moment before. He went through with confidence and fervor as he went across the map, and it was a good choice. He just didn't have enough. That's what it came down to.
Well, he's going to try to go for Archons, and you can't blame him.
Nah, if he had a bigger bank, it might even just work, but he's been working off of no gas and no minerals for so long. And the thing is, too, he's seen Hyun's got 5 bases up. He confirmed that with the Stalker. Mutalisks, I think, are going to come in and deliver the final blow here.
It's a lot of mutas, man. 29 in total. They can just literally A-move on top of what the Stalkers have, despite the fact that Blink's even done.
Yeah, they've even got weapon upgrades, too. +2 air weapons.
He's even got Changeling reinforcement in the main base. No.
I think Hyun wants to play this safe. Like, he saw how badly his Mutalisks got. Well, they got destroyed is what they did the first time. Second time, I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, with the 8 more on the way, Rifkin, yeah, I think he's going to move in after that. Because look at this flock. It ain't a flock of seagulls. It's a flock of Mutalisks. And they throw worms.
Oh, and this is, yeah. I just like, you want to take a moment of silence for our fallen brother, SCAstrea? Just...
Man, I want to shout his name off from the rooftops. I want you guys to go follow him on Twitter. I want you to pin
StarCraft Ascension, if you guys are in chat. Yeah, StarCraft Ascension, if you guys got anything you can link about SCAstrea, like his Team Liquid page even, I don't care. Put it in chat. He played so damn well today. Like, he lost, sure, guys, and this was a bit of a sad final. Don't get me wrong, but he played so well leading up to this. Give that guy some love. He's going to be a great StarCraft player one day.
Yep, 15 years old from California, North America. The first North American professional player that I've seen in the Zotac finals of any of these cups that I've casted so far in my tenure here. It was an exciting day, Rifkin, and here is the final engagement. It's going to come in. The Ling's going to flood in. The force fields are still going to go down. SCAstrea's not giving up just yet.
No, he's gonna fight this out to the
Storm,
bitter
too.
end. Oh man, that Storm actually hitting so many of the Mutalisks. They do clump rather badly. If you can get another good Storm or two, you might at least be able to pick off the Mutalisks and kind of give one last finger to you. Alright, but yeah, looks like he doesn't have an individual Twitter, but @SCA guys, not a period, but DOTSCA seems to be the team Twitter. So go check them out. If they've got any other players that are even close to SCAstrea's level of play, they're gonna hit it big one day. But Hyun is taking SCAstrea's bases. He's kind of just confirming that this is over.
He's got a maxed army out here. Should have no fears. He's consumed the map, as you said before. And here we go.
Oh god, how many Mutalisks is this at the end? 56! What? So many Mutalisks. They almost one-shot the cybernetic score. Beautiful storms out of SCAstrea, though. This is just not quite enough, but they are still beautiful storms nonetheless.
Yep, he's saying, if I kill your probes, you'll never come back. And the nail has been driven into the coffin, Rifkin. He's slowly encroaching on his chest, and there's a GT, well played. And Quantic.Hyun, @Quantic.Hyun, has taken the $100 first place prize in the Zotac NA Cup. Big ups to him for completing this milestone, this achievement. He has earned more points towards the monthly ladder. And yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to his newly formed team, Quantic. But shout out to the rest of the players who participated today in the Zotac NA Cup. There were so many of them who had fallen, who had succeeded. Many tears were shed, many cheers were given. And one of the biggest shout-outs of the day, one of the biggest surprises that we saw was Team StarCraft Ascension's SCAstrea making it to the finals, taking 2 games off of Hyun, but coming up just short. Regardless, guys, we thank you so much for tuning in today. And if you enjoyed this cast, I encourage you to hit that follow button just below us here on Twitch TV.
Yeah, tune in tomorrow morning. We have